Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Okay, so till last lecture we have discussed three important terms: speed, velocity and acceleration. I hope अभी आपको clear होंगे. Okay, so what we will do today? Today the idea is to discuss equations of uniformly accelerated motion. Actually, when the acceleration of body is constant, then we have three equations of motion, and these equations actually they relate initial velocity, final velocity, time taken, acceleration and distance traveled by the body. Okay, so here is the first equation of motion. Okay, so the first equation of motion is v equal to u plus at. Okay, now it gives the velocity acquired by a body in time t. Here v is final velocity, u is initial velocity, a is acceleration and t is time taken. So it gives the velocity acquired by a body in time t. Okay. Now actually we know what is acceleration. Acceleration is nothing but change in velocity upon time taken. And change in velocity is what? Final velocity minus initial velocity. Here let us take acceleration as a, final velocity as v, initial velocity as u and time as t. So acceleration can be written as v minus u upon t. Okay, here v is final velocity, u is initial velocity, t is time taken and a is acceleration. Simple. Now cross multiply a with t, so at will become v minus u. Now arrange u here to LHS. Okay, so v becomes u plus at. So this is your first equation of motion. It is actually very simple. So it relates velocity of particle at any instant. Okay, so at any time t it will give us velocity of particle. But you should know one point, that acceleration is uniform here. Okay, for non-uniform acceleration these equations are not valid at all. Now we will derive second equation of motion. So what is second equation of motion? The second equation of motion is s equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, we will derive it, just see again. Okay, so now what does it relate? It gives us distance traveled by a body in time t. Okay, so s is the distance traveled, u is initial velocity, t is time taken, a is acceleration and t is time taken. So this gives us distance traveled by a body in time t. Okay, now I have already told you that when acceleration is uniform, we can use the average velocity formula as arithmetic mean of initial velocity and final velocity. So the average velocity will be initial velocity plus final velocity upon 2. Okay, so if initial velocity is u and final velocity is v, then average velocity will become u plus v upon 2. Clear? Now we know that distance traveled is average velocity into time, and average velocity we have calculated here as v plus u by 2. So by putting average velocity as u plus v by 2 and time as t, so our equations for displacement becomes u plus v by 2 into t. Clear? Now now what we will do, in place of v we can put v equal to u plus at from first equation of motion. What was our first equation of motion? It was v equal to u plus at. So in place of v we can substitute u plus at. So this is what we did. U we kept it here as it is, and in place of v we wrote u plus at, and t was already there and upon 2 was already there. Okay, so this become 2u plus 80 into t upon 2. Okay, so this now multiply with t, 2ut plus 80 into 2 will give 80 square upon 2. Now this will become this 2ut upon 2 plus 80 square upon 2. So this will give you s equal to ut plus half 80 square. Okay, so here s is distance traveled by body in time t, u is initial velocity and a is acceleration. I hope it is clear to you guys. Okay, so now comes third and last equation of motion. Okay, so it is third equation of motion is v square equal to u square plus 2as. So what does it gives? It gives velocity acquired by a body in traveling a distance s. Means at any particular distance it gives us the velocity of body. Okay, here v is final velocity, u is initial velocity, a is acceleration, and s is distance traveled. Clear? Now from first equation of motion we know that v equal to u plus at. Okay, and it will give you at equal to v minus u. Okay, u will go to LHS, so v minus u will become 80. And what we will want, we want to calculate the value of t, so a will go to denominator, so t will becomes v minus u upon a. So this is the first equation. Now what we will do, actually we will put the value of t in second equation of motion. What was our second equation of motion? It was s equal to ut plus half at square. So in place of t we'll put value v minus u by a. So this is what we did. In place s, so s equal to ut plus half at square is our second equation of motion. So in place of t we can put v minus u by a plus half a, and t square means v minus u by a whole square. Okay, so now this will become uv minus u square upon a plus half a is there in denominator a square. Okay, and here numerator is v minus u whole square. So by applying the identity v minus u whole square equal to v square plus u square minus 2uv. So this is what we wrote here, and this becomes on multi. Now this 1a will cancel with this, so denominator will become 2a only. Okay, now we will take LCM, and when we will solve we will get s equal to v square minus u square upon 2a. Okay, multiply 2a with s, you will get v square minus u square equal to 2as. Okay, so this will give you v square equal to u square plus 2as, where v is final velocity, u is initial velocity, a is acceleration, and s is distance traveled. So what are your equations of motion? Your first equation of motion was v equal to u plus at. Second equation was s equal to ut plus half at square, and third equation is v square equal to u square plus 2as. Now one thing which you need to remember is that these equations are valid only and only if acceleration is constant. Okay, and now the question is कि सर हम ये इक्वेशन कब और कैसे यूज करेंगे. ओके, सो व्हाट यू हैव टू डू, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू राइट द गिवन डेटा एंड राइट विच टर्म यू वांट टू कैलकुलेट. ओके, पहले आप क्या लिखेंगे, जो आपको गिवन है और आपको क्या फाइंड करना है, तो उसको रिलेट करके आपको देखना है कि मुझे कौन सी इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन यूज करनी है. ओके, सो दिस विल बी क्लियर इन एक्चुअली एग्जांपल्स. ओके, सो आई हैव covered few examples of different types. Okay, now you have some points to remember basically. Okay, now if it is given that a body starts from rest, means its initial velocity will be 0. clear ना, अगर बॉडी रेस्ट से स्टार्ट हो रही है तो उसकी इनिशियल वेलोसिटी कितनी होगी, 0. सो इफ दे से दैट बॉडी स्टार्ट फ्रॉम रेस्ट, then it is quite clear that initial velocity is 0. They won't give you that initial velocity is 0. Sometimes they will say कि बॉडी स्टार्ट फ्रॉम रेस्ट, देन इट इज क्वाइट अंडरस्टूड, ये समझ में आ जाना चाहिए कि यू 0 है. अगर वो तुमसे आपसे बोले कि बॉडी कम्स टू रेस्ट, तो इट मीन्स फाइनल वेलोसिटी विल बी 0, क्योंकि बॉडी कम्स टू रेस्ट मीन्स वो बॉडी रुक गई है ना, रुक गई है तो फाइनल वेलोसिटी क्या होगी उसकी, 0. सो इट शुड बी v इक्वल टू 0. नाउ अगर आपसे बोला जाए बॉडी मूव्स विद यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी, अगर यूनिफॉर्म वेलोसिटी से मूव कर रही है तो उसका एक्सेलरेशन कितना होगा, 0. ओके, so they won't say every time that acceleration is 0 and all. If they say body is moving with uniform velocity, you should understood that okay, here we have to take acceleration as 0. Okay, so now let us take few examples. Okay, now first example is a scooter acquires a velocity of 36 km/h in 10 seconds just after the start. Calculate the acceleration of scooter. Okay, now first of all what you have to do, actually here time is in seconds and speed is in km/h. Okay, time is seconds and speed is km/h. So what we will do, we will convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second. Okay, so here what you have to do, 36 किलोमीटर पर आवर इक्वल टू 36, इट इज़ इन किलोमीटर ना, सो किलोमीटर को मीटर में करने के लिए क्या करेंगे, 1000 से मल्टीप्लाई. ओके, एंड आवर इज इन डिनोमिनेटर, सो आवर को सेकंड्स में करने के लिए क्या करेंगे, पहले तो आवर को मिनट्स में करेंगे तो 60 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. ओके, सो इट विल बिकम, दिस इज इन मीटर एंड आवर, 1 आवर इज इक्वल टू 60 मिनट्स, सो दिस विल गिव यू 60 minutes, means minute per minute. Okay, here see, किलोमीटर को आपने मीटर में कर दिया, सो इट्स यूनिट विल बी मीटर पर, एंड आवर को मिनट्स में करेंगे तो 60 से डिवाइड करेंगे, सॉरी आवर इज इन डिनोमिनेटर ऑलरेडी, सो आवर को मिनट्स में करेंगे तो 60 से कर देंगे मल्टीप्लाई. ओके, एंड सो दिस विल बिकम मीटर पर मिनट. ओके, नाउ व्हाट यू वांट टू कन्वर्ट इट इनटू seconds, so this is in minutes, so in order to convert it into second में करने के लिए 60 से अगेन मल्टीप्लाई कर दीजिए, तो ये आपकी यूनिट बन जाएगी मीटर पर सेकंड. समझ में आया? एक्चुअली दिस किलोमीटर पर आवर मीन्स किलोमीटर इज इन न्यूमरेटर एंड आवर इज इन डिनोमिनेटर, मीन्स डिस्टेंस इज इन न्यूमरेटर, सो इस मीटर वाली जो किलोमीटर वाली जो यूनिट होगी वो न्यूमरेटर में होगी और जो टाइम वाली होगी वो डिनोमिनेटर में होगी. सो इट इज़ क्लियर कि 36 है. ओके, किलो, सो 1 किलोमीटर मीन्स 1000 मीटर, सो हमने किलोमीटर को मीटर में लिख दिया. अब इट इज़ इन आवर, सो 1 आवर इक्वल टू 60 मिनट. ओके, तो मिनट में कन्वर्ट किया था, 60 से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया डिनोमिनेटर में. अब मिनट को अगेन सेकंड में कन्वर्ट करेंगे तो 60 से अगेन मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, सो इट विल बिकम मीटर पर सेकंड. ठीक है, सो 1 0 विल कैंसल हियर, अगेन 1 0 विल कैंसल, 6 6 36 विल कैंसल, सो इट विल बिकम 10 मीटर पर सेकंड. ओके, अब नाउ लुक एट द क्वेश्चन. A scooter acquires a velocity of 36 km per hour in 10 seconds just after the start. Means वो स्टार्ट हुआ है, उसके बाद उसकी 10 seconds में वेलोसिटी कितनी होगी, 36 किलोमीटर. ओके, इट मीन्स as I told you, if a body starts from rest, then what will be its initial velocity? 0. Okay, so now write what is given to you. Initial velocity u equal to 0. Because scooter starts from rest, and the final velocity is 36 km per hour, and which we converted into meter per second. So final velocity v is 10 meter per second. Okay, now time is 10 second, time t equal to 10 seconds. Now what you have to calculate, the acceleration. You have to calculate the acceleration. Now you have 4 quantities, u, v, t and a. Now you have to think which equation of motion relates these 4 quantities. So from this it is clear that first equation of motion is suitable here. So from first equation of motion, v equal to u plus at. Okay, so here final velocity v is 10, initial velocity is 0, acceleration is you have to calculate, and t is 10 second. Okay, so this will give you 10 a equal to 10, and this will give you a equal to 10 upon 10. So this will give you a equal to 1 meter per second square. So the required acceleration is 1 meter per second square. Okay, clear? Now come to next question. Here just see the question. A moving train is brought to rest within 20 seconds by applying brakes. Find the initial velocity if retardation due to brakes is 2 meter per second square. Okay, now here first of all we will see what we have to use here. Now a body is brought to rest means final velocity will be 0. Okay, Now what? And you have to calculate, find the initial velocity. Okay, so write initial velocity is what? Initial velocity u is to be calculated. Final and final velocity v, it will be 0 because it is brought to rest. Rest means final velocity will be 0. Now comes to acceleration. Acceleration a, it is actually very important concept here actually. That's why I have covered this question here. What is given to you? It is given that retardation due to brakes is 2 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर, एंड यह रिटार्डेशन दिया हुआ है आपको 2 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर, एंड आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू दैट negative acceleration is known as retardation. So here we have to take acceleration as negative 2 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर. ठीक है, आपको रिटार्डेशन दिया हुआ है ना, रिटार्डेशन मीन्स नेगेटिव एक्सलेशन, सो एक्सलेशन विल बी negative 2 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर, एंड time t is given to you, it is 20 seconds. Okay, so now which equation we will use? We have 4 parameters v, u, a and t. So which equation is suitable here? Here also v equal to u plus at we will use. Okay, so v is 0, u is to be calculated, a is -2 and t is 20 second. Okay, so this will give you 0 equal to u minus 40, or this will give you u equal to 40 meter per second. So initial velocity will be 40 meter per second. Okay, now come to next question. It is a racing car had a uniform acceleration of 4 meter per second square. What distance will it cover in 10 seconds after the start? Okay, look what is given. What distance will it cover in 10 seconds after the start? If it starts from rest, so that initial velocity will be 0. Okay, so initial velocity u will be 0. Now time t is given, it is 10 second. Okay, acceleration again it is given, it is 4 meter per second square. Okay, and now what you calculate? You have to calculate distance s. Okay, so distance s you have to calculate. So now you have s, a, t and u. So which equation of motion we will use? We will use s equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, from second equation of motion, s equal to ut plus half at square. U is 0, t is 10 plus half, a is 4, t square is 10. Okay, 10 square. Now 0 into 10 will be 0. This will cancel 2 times, and 10 square is 100. 100 into 2 is 200. So s will be equal to 200 meter. Okay, so the car will travel a distance of 200 meter in 10 seconds with acceleration of 4 meter per second square. Clear? Now come to last question for today. Again look at the question. What is the question? A scooter moving at the speed of 10 meter per second is stopped by applying brakes, which produces a uniform acceleration of negative 0.5 meter per second square. How much distance will be covered by it before it stops? Okay, now look at the question. Here a body moving at the speed of this, and it is stopped. If it is stopped means its final velocity will be 0. Okay, so look, initial velocity u, it is given to you, it is 10 meter per second. Final velocity again it is given 0. Okay, now acceleration a is given, it is negative 0.5 meter per second square, and you have to find distance covered. Okay, so distance covered equal to is we have to, now we have four parameters s, a, v and u. Now we have to see which equation is suited here. Okay, I think we have to use third equation of motion. Okay, so from third equation of motion, v square equal to v square plus 2as. Final velocity v is 0, so 0 square equal to u. Initial velocity is 10 plus 2 into acceleration is negative 0.5 and s is to be calculated. Okay, so 0 equal to 10 square is 100 minus 2 into 0.5 will be 1. 1s means simple s, so 100 minus s. Okay, so this will give you s equal to 100 meter. So the distance covered is as 100 meter. Okay, so this covers your equations of motion and the questions related to it. Okay, so in next lecture what we'll do, we'll discuss some graphs. Okay, distance time graphs and speed time graphs of uniformly accelerated bodies. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you now. Okay, thank you.